Welcome to the Hitchhiker's Guide to Calculus. My name's Kevin, and I'll be your guide to Chapter 1.2, What is a Limit? To introduce the idea of limits, we're going to look at a table of values. You can see this table. I've got values of x that are surrounding 3. On the left side, I've got values 2.9, 2.99, 2.999 that are getting closer to 3. And on the right side, I've got value 3.1, 3.01, 3.001, also getting closer to 3. We're going to fill in some y values, and let's just, for the sake of argument, say on the left side at 2.9, our function evaluates to 4.8. And when we plug in 2.99, maybe it evaluates to 4.98. And the next value, 4.998. So you can see as we get closer to 3, the y values look like they may be getting closer to 5. On the right side, if we do something similar, maybe when we plug in 3.1, we get 5.1. And as we get closer to 3, you can see maybe our values get smaller and smaller, also trending towards a y value of 5. So if for one reason or another we had no idea what was going to happen when we plug in 3, we might use the evidence around 3 to suggest that, hey, I think if x is 3, the y value is probably going to be 5. And one way to write this would be to say, as x approaches 3, then f of x must approach 5. If we wanted to write this in a more standard mathematical notation, we would say the limit as x approaches 3 of our function f of x is equal to 5. And all this means is that as our x values get closer to 3 from the left and from the right, the evidence supports our function's y value should be 5. Now we have one more thing to add to this story. Let's say we took a look at the right side of this table, and instead of our y values being all these values near 5, let's change them, erase them, and then let's replace them with, let's say, 7.1, 7.01, and 7.001. Now our table is full of conflicting information. From the left it says something, from the right it says something different, so we can't make this claim down here in green, so let's get rid of it. But we can make two separate claims now. We can say that as our x values approach 3 from the left-hand side, the 2.9, 2.99, 2.999, we can say that the y values are they're still getting closer to 5. But contrary to that, if we look at the x values as they get closer to 3 from the right-hand side, the 3.1, 3.01, 3.001, we see that the y values are getting closer and closer to 7. So our function is approaching 7. That's how we would say it, but how would we write it mathematically? We would write the same thing we said last time. The limit as x approaches 3, but if we want to say from the left, we put a little superscript of a negative of f of x is equal to 5. And if we want to say from the right, we say the limit as x approaches 3, but we put a little superscript of a positive to let us know from the right. And we say the limit as x approaches 3 from the right of f of x is equal to 7. To see more videos like this, click subscribe. Or to continue your journey through calculus, click the next video below.